change his diaper. Go change him. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. But she just can't help but, you know, ruin every intro of mine. So this is just how it's gonna have to be. Anyways, I've got an enchilada recipe for you. Super simple. The most simple and delicious enchilada recipe you're ever gonna eat. It's like 5 ingredients. You can change it up. You can use ground beef. You can use ground turkey. You can use chicken. A lot of times I use rotisserie chicken, which is what I'm gonna be using today. But either way, no matter what kind of meat you make it with, it is freaking divine. Literally, it's so simple and so delicious. And you guys, if you are someone who eats leftovers, it's seriously even good leftover the next day. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what you need, and then I'll go ahead and get started making them. Okay, so you're going to need some enchilada sauce. This is the one that I always use. You can use a different kind. You could probably even try the salsa verde, because there's something in this ingredients that's going to actually make the enchiladas so good. It doesn't really have to do with the sauce. Obviously, this is good too. But what is the star of the show with these enchiladas is this Campbell's Fiesta Nacho Cheese Soup. You guys, this makes the enchiladas what they are. So amazing. You just need 1 can of this and the 19-ounce can of the red enchilada sauce. Like I said, you could try something different if you'd like, but you definitely need to use this. And then just some cheese to go on top. Obviously, some tortillas. And then, like I said, you could switch out whatever meat you wanted, but I am just using rotisserie chicken that we bought last night. I was going to use this for my lunches, but because it's already prepared and ready to go, I'm going to use it for enchiladas tonight because my ground beef is not defrosted. So I'm going to go ahead and get started prepping all of this and show you guys what you need to do. So obviously you're going to need some kind of baking dish, and this one was new. It's for my sister for Christmas, so I was just getting that ready. And then I went ahead and set my oven to 375, just preheated it so I had it ready when I needed to pop the enchiladas in. All I'm doing here is just chopping up my chicken a little bit smaller. I had pre-shredded it for the week, but since I'm using it for the enchiladas, I want it to be smaller so I can make more with what I've got. So that's what I'm doing here. If you have ground beef or ground turkey, obviously chop it up pretty small unless you want bigger chunks, but I just like mine to be small. So now go ahead and set your chicken to the side, and you can go ahead and add your soup mix and your enchilada sauce to a large bowl. Mix them together. They don't have to be non-clumpy or anything like that, but you just want to blend them together enough to where the flavors are mixed together. Step is actually optional. I just go ahead and add the enchilada mixture down to the bottom of my baking dish, and that way the tortillas don't stick. But if you don't want to do that, you can obviously use baking spray or anything like that, just so that your tortillas aren't going to stick. Before you start loading up your tortillas, go ahead and add about 3 tablespoons of your sauce mixture to your meat. Make sure it's nice and coated. You can use more or less if you'd like. That's just what I always use, and it seems to be a good amount. Now it's time to go ahead and start filling these babies up. I just use like 2 or 3 tablespoons of meat, but obviously this is dependent on your preference. You can use more or less, like I said. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of cheese, not too much, because the majority of that is going to go on top. So this particular batch called for another baking dish, and that's because I had a little bit more meat to work with. Sometimes I get a little overzealous with my meat and pack the enchiladas a little bit fuller, but it just depends on how much you want to make, how much meat you're going to use, and so this time I had to use more than 1 baking dish. Now go ahead and take your remaining sauce mixture and place it over the enchiladas. You really want to make sure they're nice and coated, because any parts that are left unsaturated might kind of end up a little bit burned or just a little bit dried out from the oven. Once your enchiladas are nice and coated, you can go ahead and add whatever kind of cheese you're going to add to it, or you can omit the cheese if you'd like. And then you're going to pop these babies in the oven at 375 for 15 minutes until they're nice, gooey, and cheesy. Okay guys, so that is my enchilada recipe. Like I said, super simple, delicious, cheap, easy, can't go wrong. especially if you're a mom or just like a parent who's always on the go, you've got little ones, or maybe you're a working parent or working mom. Definitely the recipe for you, like I said, is delicious. Crowd pleaser, everyone in the family loves it. Mason is kind of picky about what he eats sometimes, but a lot of times he will eat these. Like I said, you can't go wrong. If you guys like this video and you want to see more videos, recipe videos like this, definitely give this video a thumbs up so I know that I can make those for you guys. You guys want to watch them. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't yet. And also, if you guys make this recipe and you guys want to take pictures and tag me in it, you guys can do that on Instagram. I always put my Instagram down below, and I will put it right here so you guys know where to tag me and where to find me. Definitely be sure to be following me on there. Griffin's about to go crazy because he's ready to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.